This video app review is brought to you by the iPhoneAppReview.com.
Hey there, this is Valerie Lauer with the iPhoneAppReview.com, here with another video review. This one is of an awesome game called Alien Fishtank Frenzy. I'm going to go ahead and get that launched, get us turned around, get us zoomed in. As you may already be able to tell, this is a completely free game because there's an ad that pops up to download a different application. That's pretty much the only way you're going to get bombarded with ads during this application, though, so not too big of a deal. Just touch the little guy and you're good to go. So here we are, ready to rumble with Alien Fishtank Frenzy, and they do have a label here, there's an alien in my fish tank, which I think is even funnier, so not a big deal. Let me tell you a little bit about what the app is, and we'll get into gameplay, and we'll mostly spend this game playing, just because it's a little bit easier than doing anything else. So, this game actually is a puzzle app. There's some really cool UI. You touch it, this pops out, and it has you options to control music, sound, and a little bit of an info thing. Nothing too crazy, but as you can already tell, the UI is really kind of cute, full of bubbles, very themey, and again, just really works well. So that's always a nice thing when everything works properly. There is an option, obviously, to share via. It does log you right into Game Center, by the way, so you're plugged right into that. And it also interfaces with OpenFate, which is great because it's cross, it does give you access to scores and things that are on different platforms, which is always nice. So, double tap the bubble. And there's really cute animations and sounds are in this too. We obviously have them off, but there's lots of themed, bubbly sounds for play. Now this game is actually broken up into 3 different acts, Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. The free version comes with Act 1, which is 45 different levels. And as you can tell, we've been playing a bit here this morning. And what happens once you get done with these is you actually have an option for an in-app purchase of 99 cents to move on to the other acts. I usually dislike things when they have hidden prices. I got really hooked on this app really quickly. So if that tells you anything, it is that this app's really actually a lot of fun. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of go through this first level. And see if we can make some progress. So there is a little bit of an intro that tells you about George. George is this young man who finds this lovely little alien, goes, oh, I'm a good kid, it's really cute, let's take it home, and let's put it in my fish tank, and that's how we end up. In the beginning we can go ahead and tap to skip it, just because we've already kind of seen it, and here is your first level. So what happens is you get this lovely little alien guy right here in the middle, and there's a really great way that it just kind of explains what all the controls are. Here's where you pop food out. These are your controls. Now basically these control currents. If you can see that food right there, every time I press this one, it goes the other way. Every time I press this one, it goes the other way. And your goal is to collect all these stars for bonus points, but mostly your job is to get the food in Critter's top part right there. As you can tell, there's a little timer going on in the upper left hand corner. Up here on the right hand, it shows you how many pieces of food you are trying to get the guy to eat. So no, not too complicated. Here in the beginning, of course, it looks nice and simple, but as you can imagine, pretty quickly this bad boy is going to get complicated. Now I'm obviously taking a couple seconds to do this, playing from behind the camera. What are you gonna do? And again, the faster you get a level done, the more stars you collect, the better your score. And that score does go right online and goes against other people via the Game Center and OpenFate, and when you finish it, you can tell I've collected 2 stars out of the 4. I'm getting my bonuses, there are my scores, we're good to go. Now you can either redo the level, go back to the menu, or go on to the next one. And the next one's kind of good because it shows you a little bit about what happens next. So as you can tell, now you've got to get the food out, and you can do 4 at a time, get it around these barricades, and then get it over to him. Now we're actually going to do this pause button, go back to the menu real quick, and we're going to look at a couple levels that have a bit more challenge to them. Alright, so here's a good example. This gets a little difficult because all these little spiky guys are actually things that if you touch it, you die. So you have to be really careful and get pretty precise with this actually as well. These are bubblers that push you down, and as you can see, if these delicate pieces of food hit anything, they explode and you don't make any progress. So that's the gist of the game. You've got 45 levels, they're really addictive, and it's a lot of fun. I'm already planning on, when I get through this first set, buying and upgrading to the other ones, just because it's a lot of, interactive, and it's interesting. The colors are great. Here at the iPhoneAppReview.com, we did give it 4 out of 5 stars for being a solid game. Not the most advanced thing I've ever seen in my entire life, but great UI, fun colors, interesting story, and great graphics. And again, this has been Valerie Lauer with the iPhoneAppReview.com. Until next time.